Folks, if you're watching us now on Sim Racing, host of our real-life driver here in the top split in a truck series race. This is the C Truck Series, live on Sim Racing Media. We just thought that since the real-life race was in rain delay, that we would get you some kind of entertainment this afternoon. We see Carson Hosvar at 90 positions. He was talking about this during an interview. Watching four wide, everybody getting a little wily here. Got to get nervous. And of course, here we are in the top split, so you have to remember that these drivers are incredibly skilled. Hosvar here in the 22. And we may have to try to zoom in and see, because this is going to be a little bit of a different situation. Hosvar actually showing up in the number 7, although the score is the 22. But since the Daytona 500 is in rain delay, we thought we truck, there he is, Carson Hosvar, our in-house celebrity. As he kind of wobbles back. Three wide coming through turns 3 and 4. Oh my. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 3 wide. Make that 5 as the top line losing a little bit of steam here. We watch the low side. Here's our race leader, Stephen Miles. Starts to pull away now with Jackson Cutler and Logan York here on the low side. Stephen Miles, your race leader. Watch Carson Hosvar in the 7 machines coming up through the middle, drafting just behind the 9 machine of Nick Miller. Laps to go at Daytona International Speedway. You're watching Sim Racing Media, bringing you some Daytona rain delay entertainment here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, 3:36 here on the East Coast. And we're watching Carson Hosvar here in the middle. That's the middle number 70, Group 1, 1001. This is something that you don't get to see a whole lot in the public servers. This is something that usually is reserved just for those that are privy enough to be in these splits. However, we were watching Fox's coverage of today's Daytona 500 down there in Florida, and of Of course, not near as beautiful as it is here on the virtual track. But Carson Hocevar, during his interview on Fox, said that he had a C-fixed race to head on into. And the fun fact that I picked up out of that was Hocevar decided to kind of disclose his books. He lost his A license in the August. So for the drivers that are out there, you have to remember, he must have been a record or, checkers or wreckers kind of guy. And he lost his A license in the public forum, so he can only run here in the Truck Series. 12 laps to go. Carson Hocevar in 7th position now on the high side, drafting up just behind Nick Miller. So we decided to go live here on Sim Racing Media. Stephen Miles, your race leader here in his Chevrolet Silverado. They are 3 abreast coming down the back street. The 591 all making it look just better. Return laps here at Daytona. Whoa, a little bit of a bobble here out of the one. That's Logan York, who now is being scored your race leader. As they come thundering through the front stretch in the tri-oval. Oh, and they start to wreck behind him. And there's Carson Hocevar, our in-house celebrity, buying the wall. Go back here to the replay. Just thank a couple of you for tuning in today. Some fun radio chatter here between the common man drivers and Carson Hocevar, who is now on pit road. Unfortunately, we can't drag him up here into the broadcast booth, unlike our normal broadcast. But of course, you can all tune in tonight as we go live at 7:50 p.m. with the InVets Truck Series, brought to you by Goat Locker Racing, right here on Sim Racing Media. We want to thank those folks for coming on board. Barney up here in the flag stand, leaving his arm right on off as they get the reverse. Well, whether or not Carson Hocevar is in this race or if he's back sitting nice and comfortable in the hauler at Daytona International Speedway in the real world, we want to welcome everybody in here to the Tony Trapasso Memorial Broadcast booth. Dave Regal with you. at the microphone on the ones and twos and everywhere in between as this impromptu broadcast just kind of popped in here. For those of you checking in over on the youtube.com feed, feel free to go ahead and let us know who you are and where you're checking in from. Seven laps to go here at Daytona International Speedway. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and making this part of your afternoon. As, of course, Dave Regal bringing you a little bit of bonus action here to Daytona International Speedway. We were just watching Carson Hocevar log some laps here in a C-Fixed series. And, of course, as I mentioned that, folks, we want to let you know that although the real race is in rain delay down there in Daytona, it's a beautiful afternoon here at virtual Daytona International Speedway. So while real Daytona is in a rain delay, we're here to bring you some entertainment here this afternoon. Let us know if you think we should find another race or what public race we should bring you next here on Sim Racing Media. If that's something you want to get into, let us know. Also, of course, we're always looking to bring on some new team members, so you folks are always more than welcome to give us a shout on our Facebook page. You can check us out at Sim Racing Media. Logan York ready to take the green flag. Nick Miller side by side with him. They drop single file and bring the 11 now. Siraj Mann along as they go 2 by 2 into turn number 1. 6 laps to go here at Daytona International Speedway. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you have any suggestions of what public race we should watch next here on the iRacing.com servers, let us know. So we're going to go on board now with Nick Miller. They're going to be wrecking. There it is. There's the 11. And now it's pandemonium on the backstretch. With 5 laps to go, that's going to trigger NASCAR overtime. Green-white checker situation here. As we're going to page down and see if we can find what brought this on. And really, it all started right here around Jackson Connell. Jackson Connell getting caught back up with the field. Logan York going to be your race leader. We're going to go green, white, checker. And for you folks that don't know the rules of the green, white, checker, what that means is that when we go back green flag racing, we're going to have 2 laps to go. The green flag will wave, we'll race around back to the white flag. If, however, the caution should come out before the waving of the white flag, we will rack them, stack them, and do it all over again. However, if the white flag waves, the next flag will end the race, whether that flag is yellow or checkered. Of course, the yellow would freeze the field at the last timing spot. It's an impressive afternoon when you suddenly get a few viewers here. We want to thank all of you for checking in. Let us know who you're watching here, or perhaps what you want to see us put up next. This is an impromptu thing, so feedback is welcome. Green, white, checkers situation here in the C-Fixed race. Live here on Sim Racing Media, Dave Regal with you in the Tony Trapasso Memorial Broadcast booth. I want to thank all of you for tuning in this afternoon. Of course, you can also tune in tonight at 7:50 p.m. when we bring you all of the live action from the InVets Truck Series. The InVets Truck Series, of course, over here on Goat Locker Racing, and we here at Sim Racing Media are proud partners with those fine folks, and we love them. And some great truck racing tonight, of course. Tonight, the truck series is going to be just a short few hours away from my front door here, about 2 hours, not even from my front door here at Dover Motor Speedway, down the First State, Delaware, at the Monster Mile. Of course, we want to thank our good friends over at Goat Locker Racing for putting together the InVets Truck Series. You can check them out over on Discord, and of course, Goat Locker Racing is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we want to thank all of our sponsors over there, like Save22.net, Lincoln Tech, Glove Station, Operation Valor, Hidden Wit, Jam Printing and Promotions, InVets, Above the Yellow Line with Taylor Kitchen. As the iRacing.com pace car lights are out, that means we'll be going back green flag racing in just a moment as the 15 of Jake O. Phillips scrambles off of pit road, as he's going to get caught all the way back up to the field. Logan York, Nick Miller, Matt Forcapa, can only imagine where Forkapaw's from. It's definitely an interesting name. That's the way they spell it. Matt Forkapaw running in third position right now. When we go back green flag racing, it's going to be 2 laps to go. Logan York, Nick Miller, Matt Forkapaw, Sarhaj Mann, Stephen Miles, Connor Popplewell, Spencer Owens, Brandon Slaw, Wyatt Warner, and Jacob Dudai. Dudai. It's almost as good as Duty. The iRacing.com pace car is off. Side by side, they hit the Geico restart zone. A shot from the 11 of Sartaj Mann. We're back underway with Logan York at the lead of this race. As York comes on through the tri-oval and dives it into turn number 1, we can see that he's now getting control of this field. If we stay green, the next flag would end the race. If that white flag is Nick Miller on the high side. The 1 of Logan York slings in front of him like hash on a griddle. And now the 1 of Logan York with control has to dip back down and defend that yellow line. He takes the bump. And man in the 11, no place to go as they come out of turn number 4 with a run being pushed around here. Oh my. Forkpaw pushes now himself to the front of the pile. The white flag is out. We're racing on the checkers. Matt Forkpaw makes the move of the race. Logan York, Sartaj Mann, Stephen Miles, they're all in line behind him. A little bit of a wiggle out of the 8 on the high side. Watch the 12 pushing off from behind. 1 of Logan York being shoved down the backstretch. He's going to duke it out here. Oh, they wreck at the line! The 1 of Logan York, and the pass in the grass is going to go to Stephen Miles. I'm not sure who won this, and it may be Stephen Miles. It looks like it is Stephen Miles, as the checkered flag waved. Let's slow this down. And let's watch Stephen Miles as they come here. The 14, a Road to Pro driver, spins Logan York out of the way, and then across the line in the grass comes Stephen Miles for the win by literally the blink of an eye. And in fact, we'll run this back just a little bit. And while they were wrecking back here, let's take one more peek at this. We're going to watch this in slow-mo. Now, Matt Forkpaw there gets just behind the 1, wrecks the 1. He loses just enough momentum for the 8 of Stephen Miles to get the run. And Miles crosses the line in the grass for the win here at Virtual Daytona. We want to thank all of you for checking in with us. As, of course, we're here in a little bit of an impromptu broadcast this afternoon. While we wait for the real Daytona 500 to get cranked back up, we want to thank all of you for tuning in. And final results are going to be Stephen Miles, Sartaj Mann, Connor Popplewell, Mac Forkapaw's, Cody Johnson, Jacob Dudai, Lucas Cram, Brandon Houff, Spencer Owens, and Perrin Huggins. Our in-house celebrity was Carson Hocevar. He decided he had had enough and had to go back into real-life race mode down there at Daytona. So we thank all of you for hanging out with us. I don't see any comments here. And we will check in with you folks later. Thank you for tuning in.